and so we'll bring in Scottish Biker Abroad. Hey, how you doing?
Hello, brother. How you doing?
And then we'll also bring in Ron, live from Scotland.
He's
got his hat on. So, welcome to the live, and so we'll do a wee check-in, Ron. So, what's been happening with you since the last live and what's coming up in January?
Well, since the last live, not an awful lot. I was out today. Had a fantastic run out today. I did the Moffat loop round all the lochs. Bloody freezing, but I was nice and cosy with all my heated gear on. January, God knows, it depends on the weather. I will be out as much as I can if it's dry, but yeah, nothing very much planned for January yet. Fingers crossed we get the weather for it though.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, Strange Fruits. Thanks for joining the live. So, Scottish Biker Abroad, what have you been up to since the last live, and what are you getting up to in January?
What have I been up to? I've been out a couple of times. It was 2 weeks. Last 2 weeks ago, it was 13 degrees here, so it was lovely weather. I've done a couple of wee local runs, and this year I'm thinking about doing something bigger, the Pyrenees or something. But we'll see.
Well, what's been happening with me since the last live stream? This is a bit of a one.
A story.
So, a while ago, I had noticed a noise coming from my bike, and I arranged for the start of November, which I think I mentioned in the last live stream. My bike was going before I came here in the Netherlands to visit Scottish Biker Abroad for Christmas. The bike went in on the Saturday before I left. So the week before I left, the bike went in. And then I got a phone call on the Wednesday saying that the crank bearings have started destroying itself, really. Started breaking up and in the oil. So my bike is knackered, to say the least. So the crank bearings away, but the start of November, they checked the oil and they didn't find anything in the oil. And then, as I said, they're just going in to make sure the engine's all good before I start stripping and rebuilding it. And they found the crank bearings are knackered. So it looks like the engine needs to come out my bike and get stripped down and rebuilt. So, yes. So if anybody's got a 2022 Africa Twin or that kind of run that year, just be mindful that you might end up. You could potentially have dodgy crank bearings. But since then, pretty much right up to Christmas Eve, the mechanic that I sent it to it's not a Honda garage, but the guy's a Honda master technician. So we'd spoke to Honda and it's not covered under warranty.
All right.
Yeah, that's a badging. But what I also found out as well, if you're buying a new Honda, for the warranty, the 6-year warranty to kick in, you need to have your bike in before 3 months before the warranty kicks in. But I've also spoke to Honda, and I think they're going to maybe try and get the bike and resolve it, without me paying for it, hopefully, with the emails that are going.
Oh, that's good.
But for that, it just means I need to maybe potentially buy another bike, unfortunately. So I may be looking at a Tenerife when I get back, just in case the bike isn't going to be fixed for me. And I honestly don't want to take the chance of thinking that the bike's going to be fixed in time for the end I've got planned for next year. So I'm looking at buying a Tenerife 700.
I was looking at salvage engines for you. There's a nice one with about 3,000 miles on it for about 900 quid. Just thought.
No, but we had that conversation
yeah.
where the mechanic said if you're buying an engine in the same year, you could potentially be buying the same problem.
The same problems.
He says,
what's the mileage in your bike?
23,000 miles.
Right. So no a big mileage either.
Oh, it's no big mileage. It certainly shouldn't have. The crank bearings shouldn't go after 23,000 miles.
No.
But the mechanic said it's nothing that I've did. It's nothing that any mechanics did. It's just been one of the freak acts
Just
of
the way it is, aye.
acts of whatever. So it's just unfortunate that going directly to the dealer's not willing to do anything about it. I actually had to contact Honda themselves. So,
And is it a known problem, or is it?
Yeah, it's apparently my bike's the first one it's done to.
Right. And when did you want to run out?
My warranty ran out the minute I bought the bike.
All right, okay.
But that's the thing. Looking, one of the mechanics I do know what for Honda, he checked pretty much every 2022 bike that they've sold, and my bike's done the most mileage at them all.
Right, okay.
So he said potentially this could happen to other 2022 bikes. It just so happens that you've got to that mileage quicker than everybody else.
Aye.
So, so it's just one of the things. It's just unfortunate, but I can't risk no having a bike. So I'm going to, when I come back for the Netherlands, I'm going to look into getting a Tenerife.
I did suggest you would want a GS, but
no, I wouldn't get a GS. But Scottish Biker was messing about with all the stuff that much that he's cut himself off.
No, do you know what's that? My camera froze.
Oh, your camera froze it. So that's what's been happening with me. That's what's been happening with me. It's just one of these things.
Great time for it to happen though at this time of year.
Well, yeah, no, because it's good the fact that I wouldn't be really using it that much. But money wise, if I need to pay for it, it's no.
It's not funny.
It's not good. So I would advise anybody who's got an Africa Twin 2022 or even an NT 1100, because it's the same engine, is just be wary if you hear a noise coming from your engine, get it into the garage straight away. That's the other thing the mechanic said as well, was I did catch it at the right time, and lucky enough I did hear the noise. He says if you'd have kept riding like that, you'd have destroyed your engine. So lucky enough you've caught it at the right time, because only since the oil was checked in the start of November up to when they actually stripped the engine out, it was literally only 2 runs I did or something, only maybe 50-60 mile each. So yeah, my Africa Twin, big jocks in the hospital, getting his bum felt.
Big jocks no well. Big jocks no feeling very well.
How's it going? So apart for that, I'm all good. I'm in the Netherlands with my brother.
Yep.
That's so. So
Your
what else? Anybody?
the beer.
No, I will drink beer. I'll keep back to New Year.
All right.
Keep back to
We've not actually had any alcohol at all.
No, we had a drink, but no alcohol. It was a weird.
I said that on one of the other streams. I've changed onto my laptop camera because I don't know what's happening with my GoPro.
It's a GoPro. That's what's wrong with it.
Better under that DJI shite.
To be honest,
I can't say that either because I've got a drone, the DJI drone.
well, see, actually, do you know what? I've been singing the praises of the Osmo. I've got 3 Osmo Action 4s. I've been singing their praises. They're the best thing ever. Today, all 3 of them shut down, just for no apparent reason. And the one that I use on my chin, which is where the microphone's connected to, just every time I switched it off to like change the batteries or whatever, would not connect back to the microphone. Today's been a total nightmare with these things. Right. So I don't know what's up with it. Maybe it's the cold, of course, because it was about 2 degrees.
Maybe, but the last time I was out with GoPro, because I'm a GoPro fan, the enduro batteries for the GoPro last longer in the cold than they do in any other.
All right.
It was they last longer. That's
because the the GoPro runs so bloody hot. That's what it
Aye,
is.
so in the cold, it was running. I mean, for a Duro battery, I was getting in normal temperatures maybe about another 10 minutes, another 20
Right.
minutes. In the cold, getting below probably 2-3 degrees, it was getting nearly 2 hours.
All right.
it was crazy. I'm like, that can't be right.
It must be it's just cooling.
It must be. Must be.
What's Jim and Jobby saying? He had the same today.
30-minute footage might never connected.
Yeah, it's a night. I don't know what it is. How cold is it where you are?
It's probably the same as it is here.
but
'Cause
he's in Germany, so it'll be the same as
Right.
here.
so it's cold here. But you were going on about your wireless mic and stuff like that last time I seen you. That'll not be happening.
Right. No, actually, do you know, it's the first time I've ever had a bother with it. It works terrific. I've got the mic 2s and I've got the mini mics as well, and they never usually give me a problem, but I don't know what it was today, but they were just a pain in the arse.
That's why I like
He's
to
4
go.
degrees, he says. He's got Action 4s. That's the same as me. I've got Action 4s as well.
It's
I don't know.
definitely,
I'll maybe try a firmware update or something on it.
it's definitely cold on the witch's tit here. Yeah, I'm Scottish and I'm struggling in this cold. I'm telling you.
Really? Bad as that?
Yeah, it's freezing. It's honestly.
It was wind chill minus 11, they said on the news.
Oh, Jesus. Gary should have come to you, Buster.
I know. You're walking about with shorts and t-shirt on in Scotland.
Speaking Dutch.
Speaking Dutch, aye. I need to try, because the way Scottish.
Mind you, where you live, it's probably easier to understand than some of the locals.
So what else? Any other topics you want to cover tonight?
I'm near Baden or Baden. There we go.
I don't know how far away that is for here. Germany's literally only 20 minutes, half an hour for here.
Yeah.
It's not that far.
Aye, because we saw Gary, one of Gary's videos where he says, "Right, I'm going to Germany. Right, I'm here."
It's not that far for here.
No, if you drive out the door and go into the motorway, it's 20 minutes. If
Aye.
you go, I was showing Buster, don't know what day it was. We went along the dike. That's, you know what a dike is, Jupiter?
Yes, I know what a dike is, but a different meaning. Wherever you are.
I said that.
Last week we were talking, or the other week we were talking about you going riding a dike, and
Riding a dike, aye.
yeah, it just brought up whole new connotations to it.
In Holland, nearly the whole of Holland is underwater level,
Aye.
the sea level. So what they do is along the rivers they build they build up a big mound of earth, and then they put a road. Usually there's a road on the top of it, and you're actually driving along, looking down. You can look down into the villages or look down into the river.
Mm.
And if you drive out here and you just follow that right down the side of the Rhine River, you come into Germany. So that's usually quite a good one. Took Alan out there the other day. We didn't go right into Germany, but we ran along the dike. Next time you're out with a bike, we'll go along here.
It's definitely a kind of eye opener with stuff like that. It's just Scotland's kind of played out for me now. I've been riding in Scotland for years now. So coming here on the bike's totally riding on a different side of the road, which feels more natural, believe it or not, and then just the views.
Do you know, it does. I always found when I was driving abroad, coming back here, I had to think about it more when I came back than when I was going over. It just seems easier.
It does.
I'm heading round the roundabouts the wrong way around, and never when I come back.
When I came off the train in France, I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday. I was a wee bit nervous because it was the first time in probably 10 years since I drove a car over here. So I was a wee bit nervous. But no, first thing in the morning, all I was doing was going like that to my boy. Which side am I driving on? The left side? He'd go, no, the right. And I would just flick my brain out. He'd go, right, I'm driving on the right side of the road. And it's fine. and it's easy to drive over here in my car because it's an automatic.
Mm.
But I was going down the autobahn and I was going pretty fast in the autobahn.
You need to give it a burnout now and
My
again.
son's like, oh, this is brilliant. I was putting on the sports mode using the flappy paddles and stuff, and big past Germans and stuff. And they were kind of, you could see them kind of looking as a crazy fucking British person there, and I'm like, down the motorway. Fucking brilliant.
They're probably used to it.
Ah, it was brilliant. So good times.
Yeah, they're probably used to it. Tourists getting let off the leash on the autobahns.
Out of the bun. Nah, it was good. So, what's have his any plans changed for next year for your up and coming? I don't like calling it a season, but for the bike season, any plans changed or anything new or?
I'm definitely thinking about the Pyrenees. I said that to you yesterday. I've been to Norway. I've been to Budapest, right through Austria, Germany, Czechoslovakia, Hungary, and or I'll go even further and go to Bucharest, to Romania, or I'm going to go through France to the Pyrenees and maybe just dip my toe into Spain.
Or Gibraltar.
It's just I know it's just that's just a bad thing. That's just he's just chose to go, and exactly the weeks that I always promised my wife that we'll go on holiday.
It's just this year. I just this up and coming year. I end up putting off taking my son on holiday, so. I'm trying to fit everything in and take my son away. And you know what it's like in Scotland now. If you take your wains out of school, you get fined, right. And it's getting worse. So I'm ready to try and take him away during the summer holidays.
Hey, listen, Buster. If he's ill, he's ill.
my boy's motormouth. He'll tell them that. Oh, by the way, I was away. So this year definitely. I want to try and fit everything in and do a lot more this year. And then next year, I was actually talking to Scottish Biker Abroad about this today, I think, about maybe try to do a big meetup, motor vloggers and stuff, and get everybody even meeting up at Cali and get them coming from Scotland or England and all meeting up in Cali, and even ones for over here, like German jobbies, obviously Scottish Bike Abroad, and just meeting up and just doing either a big long weekend or a big week over here, maybe in 2027, maybe, and do a proper big meet up. But just put it out the way I did Gibraltar. Just put a dates out and say, look, this is the date. If you're there, you're there. If you're not, you're not. It's just one of the ones. But that's something we can talk about later on in the year, maybe for 2027. Bye.
I've got a complaint. Why do people always have long handles for YouTube that you want to say
hello,
hello, and you're typing for 5 minutes before you get the name right,
or got a weird spelling like Chukta. It's easy to say. It's easy to say, but you try to spell the fucker.
It's like, how do you spell that? How do you spell that?
Every time, like that.
You're getting them up now. That's good.
You starting to see the chats now?
I'm putting them up. I was answering.
My problem is I have to keep doing this to read them.
Get yourself a Mr. Magoo monitor.
German jobbies said done the Pyrenees. He said it took him 2 days to get there and 1 day to get back. That sounds like a Buster trick. That's the kind of thing he does.
Exactly. It just every time I leave here, it's like I'll stop somewhere. What's up with that day?
Once you get on the road, you just focus. That's what you want to do.
I think it's on the way to the trip, you've got the excitement of the trip coming up,
Yes.
and then you're kind of wanting to push on and stuff. And then on the way back, you just want to hit your bed, so you just get belted down the motorway, Cardinals blaring your tunes, and you're just cracking on. It's
the same when you go on holiday, like in a family holiday. You don't mind how long it takes. Your holiday started when you got to the airport. But on the way back, you just want to kind of magically TARDIS across to the back home.
That's it. That is it. So
hold on. German Jobby says take the @ symbol, but that doesn't work in StreamYard. That's why I have to type the names. It works in YouTube, but it doesn't work in StreamYard. In the StreamYard, I see all the chats for all the channels. So if somebody's chatting in Jupiter's channel, or somebody's chatting in Buster's channel, or mine, it all comes up on StreamYard, so I can answer them all at the one time. But it doesn't work with typing in the @
because they're on different places. Is anybody in the side chat wanting to come on? You've put the link up. I see you've put the link up now.
That's the link.
On.
That's just the referral link. I think you can add. Wait a minute. See if I can add.
So you add and then you copy and paste it and then drop it into the comments. It should work.
If anybody wants to join on, come and say hello. You can't get any worse looking than the three of us.
That's true. That's very true. Very true. So you were talking about a question you were going to ask everybody before we came on the live.
Aye. So what I was looking at, because it's the end of the year, so what I do is I kind of look through my videos and see what ones I've done best. And I mean, my videos do, if I get 200, I'm chuffed to bits, you know. And I did, one of my videos has got just shy of 11,000 views. And it was the shittiest little video that I've ever done. I did it on my phone, and it was about the remote for the Osmo for the cameras, to switch the cameras all on at the same time. And the DJI one is garbage. So I got one off AliExpress or Temu or one of these places, and it did exactly the same job, and it was like less than half the price. So I did a little video just using my phone. I was in my shed, and the bloody thing's had about 11,000 views. And it's a monumental pain in the arse, because even now I'm getting pretty much daily questions about this fucking remote that I think they think that I make it.
You're an expert.
That I'm an expert. They say, "Oh, does it do this?" And none of them read the comments either. So I'm answering the same question over and over and over and over again. But that is the crap. One of the okay, a lot of my videos are maybe crap, but that, to my mind, is the crappiest video that I've ever done. And yeah, it's just a kick in the shirt off 11,000 views.
Just going to see.
That's what I was just looking. My long videos don't really get that much views. They're, I think the top ones maybe about 1,000 or something.
Mm-hmm.
But the shorts, I've got a couple of shorts.
Shorts get a lot because they just come up.
Yeah.
When people are doom scrolling,
it's nearly 2,000, one it's 1,500, one it's 1,000.
For a while there, because my channel started off as a bass guitar channel when I broke my leg about 5 years ago. And up to, I think, when I did the Honda Transalp video, I think my biggest video was about an Ibanez guitar. I think now that my biggest view video is the Honda Transalp, and I think that's about 11,000. I think because I can't work this how to find that out. So I'm just guessing. But for a long time it was about a guitar.
German Jobby says he's got the same as Ron. He's got a video about V-Strom 650, and he said it
sold it ages ago.
And he's still getting questions about it.
It's crazy. It's
people. Hang on, I need to put my glasses on to read. Sorry.
Scottish Biker Abroad can tell about the story about somebody put a post up on, I think it was at TikTok, about the DJI remote. Somebody was asking where the bits for the controller was.
Oh, I get because I've got a DJI flip and Buster's looking at the Neo 2 on our streams on our timeline. It comes up with us everything for DJI, and I get this short, and it's like a 40 DJI controller, and it said I got this controller and I can't find the knobs.
Oh, I've seen that.
It's just,
I've seen that as well.
Some people just don't either read the comments or read the instructions before they buy it if they buy something. It's crazy. It's crazy.
That made me laugh. We couldn't find the knobs to screw on.
You worry how people put their trousers on in the morning. You know what I mean?
The thing is, you look at that video, you're going to get hundreds of people doing the same kind of thing. It's a nightmare. I've ordered a new garage door. See every second bloody clip if I'm going through shorts. It's about bloody crocodile garage doors.
I said that to Buster. We were sitting talking about his Africa Twin, and that night I started getting videos on my timeline and TikTok.
It's bloody listening to you.
I'm sure it started saying how to fix your Africa Twin and how to do modern. I said, I'm not going fucking Africa Twin.
You guys need a magician to fix my Africa Twin. So I've been getting stick for that for the last couple of days about my Africa Twin not being the best bike in the fleet anymore. Since it's in the garage.
Well, it never was. I mean, mine was. It was.
I'll still not buy a fucking GS.
It ran beautifully. Certainly, I was a bit. I lost the back end a few times a day because it was quite icy in bits, but it was held it beautifully.
What tires have you got on, Ron?
It's the Mutants, Dunlop Mutants.
They're all right.
They're absolutely great in the wet.
Yeah.
Not so great when you hit ice, but
we were just saying that as well. I've got I don't even know what tires are on my bike. The tires were on it. The first thing I'm going to do I'm not going to change them till the worn out, but the first thing I'm going to do when they're getting done is put 50/50s on, because that's why I dropped that, because I'm doing a sand path.
Yeah.
With the road tires on it, I just lost it in the front end, just dug right in.
I've said it on plenty of live streams before about tyres and stuff. You shouldn't listen to everybody. What everybody says you should put on your bike. It's what you feel comfortable in. Because what I like on my bike, tyre wise, might not be suitable for Scottish Biker Abroad or you. So it's an expensive way of doing it, but you need to find a tyre that suits you.
Aye.
And don't go with what Richie Vida's putting on, or Teapot Lan's putting on his bike, or what I'm putting on my bike. It's down to, know that I'm in the league day two, but you know what I mean. It's down to your personal preference.
Aye.
And
Strange Fruit said his short videos of his dog gets more views than anything else. Aye, but have you seen his dog? He's got a German Shepherd. It's an absolutely cracking dog. So
you should do a video with your fish,
Brody, is it Brody?
And then see if you get any views just because of your fish.
I've got a big fish tank in his
German job. He says he just put rubber ones on.
I've got a big fish tank, and his boy came in. He's like, I don't like fish. And then at the end of the night, he's like, can I feed the fish? Can I clean the tank? Do the bite?
Oh, he's sticking his finger in his tank now. He's fucking mental, my boy.
So Gary's getting a piranha next time when I'm coming back.
Stick his fucking head in it.
So what time are you leaving for Amsterdam tomorrow?
Was that?
What time are you leaving for Amsterdam tomorrow?
I don't know. Whether my boy gets up, got to get the training. But I'm missing my bike here. I'm missing my bike. I went for a run. I went to the Airborne Museum and seen that. I went for a McDonald's with my boy, and then we went to a motorcycle museum, kind of north of here, and then I done a non-motorway on the way back, and I'm going, I wish my bike. I wish my bike was here.
But that was see what Gary did there. That was what time are you leaving for tomorrow? In other words, what time are you getting out of my fucking house? That's what that meant.
Trust me, we're the type of family, if that was a no-shoot, he would tell me.
He would tell me. Well, I have to say,
he doesn't have to answer, just tell me.
I have to say, first of all, belated happy birthday to Gary.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Thanks
And
very
I'm
much.
very, very, very pleased. That's you 60, is it?
Fuck off.
And I'm very pleased to tell you that I'm only 59. Do you know when Gary says, "Oh, I'll be 60 on my next birthday," I went, "I hope it's before mine. I hope it's before mine."
I'm still pretty young. I've got a long way to go to my 60.
Aye.
About 15 years, probably.
You go right off some folks, so you do.
I know. I used to like him, but I'm starting to wonder if
I choice. I'm your brother. You don't like me.
I'm starting to wonder if I should lock the door tomorrow night afternoon when
Yeah. See you. Bye. I'm just changing off.
I made one big mistake. I gave him a key when he came.
Right. Aye. Don't expect that to fit next time you get there.
Go back when the locks have changed.
What did you get for your Christmas, Ron? Or what did you buy yourself for your Christmas?
I've no bought anything. I'm gonna go for the Neo 2. I've decided I'm going to go for the Neo 2 because you can just chuck it in the bag and you don't need the controllers or you don't need anything. When I was going out the day, I thought I'm going to take out my Mini 3 because it wasn't windy. I thought I'll maybe stick it up round about the lochs. Now I've probably not taken it out for about must be coming on 2 months, certainly 6 weeks. Excuse me. Both batteries are as flat as pancakes. That's what the drone batteries do. If you don't use them, they just go down and down and down.
Yeah.
And completely flat. Couldn't do anything with it. So, but the Neo, because I'll be using it, because it will always come with me, then it shouldn't have that problem. And that's what I'm going to get myself. We don't really do Christmas. It's more for the Wayne than anything else.
It's just an
Wife
excuse
and I
to buy.
really do
Just
Christmas
an
shopping.
excuse to buy stuff.
Eh?
Just an excuse to buy stuff.
That's it. Aye.
I've came close a few times in the last couple of days to just going to go and buy one. I'm going to leave it till I come back.
We need to leave it in. You don't know how much this bloody bike's going to cost you.
That's it. It's other things.
Right, I was trying to talk him into buying this. I'll show you this. Wait a minute. Share screen.
It'll be the Mini 5 or something.
No, this is a different.
I was trying to talk him into buying this. I get a video on my timeline.
I don't think you've posted that at the stage. There you go.
All right. I forgot to. I put it on, but I forgot to put it on the stage. This looks quite interesting. I got this on my timeline. With a controller, you can put waypoints, so you can tell it to fly along an exact route. And I got it on my timeline on YouTube, and I sent it to him. I said, "This looks pretty smart."
Aye.
And it's just about the same price as it's even cheaper than Neo 2.
Aye.
That's for the flying more kit. I thought it looked pretty smart.
Right, you buy one first and tell us what it's like, and then we'll get one if it's good.
I've already emailed the company and basically said to them to send me one.
I'll test it for you.
That's it. I basically just said to them that all the YouTubers and all the motovloggers are all using DJIs.
Yeah.
Why don't you send me one of them and I'll do a video on it and see what happens?
You never know. Hey, what did you say? Shy girls don't get sweeties.
That's it. Shy Waynes don't get sweets. So we'll see what happens. But I'll probably still. There are a few reasons why I never bought the Neo this week was good point that Scottish Biker Abroad made was if I buy it here, nothing happens. It's going to be a pain in the fucking arse to go, because a lot of these companies, I don't know if they might be the same as you need to go through who you bought it for before you can send it back to the company. I don't know if that were the case.
I just buy it from DJI direct. Anything I've bought, cameras and things, I just buy it straight from DJI.
And the other thing, I don't really need it now. It's no, it's going to sit about for the next couple of months.
Well, to be fair, I would have used it the day. If I'd had it, I would have used it the day because I was in single track roads that there was no traffic on. So I could have had it following me along. It would have looked quite cool.
And the fact that bike-wise, I could potentially need to be buying another bike. So
yeah, I
want to wait.
I wouldn't be spending any money in your shoes either.
It's going to be. It's going to be. I've kind of let that picture I sent you that Tenerife's. I think might be the one I'll be going for.
Aye. And
it's just in case, and I might potentially be using that to go to Gibraltar as well, even if the Africa Twin's fixed. But I was also saying that to Scottish Biker Abroad, I think, the other day as well. I was meant to go to Eiffel with him in August. And I heard the noise before that, so I'm kind of glad I never went to Eiffel now. Because all that really, I think my bike would have just basically shat itself on the way there, on the way back.
Basically exploded.
Aye, so I'm kind of glad.
So is it your brother that's got a Tenere?
No, it's my two mates. One's got a World Raid and the one's got a Rally. But this is just a standard Tenere. It's no the Rally or the World Raid. It's the standard one.
You reckon it's going to be comfy enough for a long trip?
That's what I said as well.
What I thought of was I could go out and get myself like a CRF 300L for kicking about until the bike's done. But what if the bike isn't ready? Do you know what I mean?
Aye. That's
not going to be big enough for what I want to do. But I don't want to spend the money on another big bike like definitely not a GS. But similar to a bike, I certainly won't be buying another Honda for a while.
Aye.
So that's kind of the Honda Africa Twin standard is out the window now, because I'm not willing to put the money into another Honda until I know, one, it's not going to do that, and two, all the issues are fixed. So Honda out the window. I'm not going to buy a Triumph because I like the look of them and I like the bike, but I'm more a Triumph guy. I don't think that's going to tickle my danglies.
You're not a short.
I'm not going to buy a GS because I'm a wanker, but I'm not that much of a wanker. So the only option is that I think it's going to be a Tenere, and it's small enough that once the Africa Twin is sorted, I can use that for doing more trails, but big enough that I can do tours on it if I really need to or want to. So,
and the Chinese, none of the Chinese ones float your boat either, because you can get them second hand dirt cheap.
No,
dirt cheap second hand already.
Because I could get a Cove for the same amount of money I'm paying for the Tenere. I could get a Cove 800X, which I did see. I was.
Is that the one that's still got still uses basically the BMW 800 engine?
Aye, the BMW 900 engine. Aye. I think it's a 900, a BMW 900 detuned to the 800X. I think something like that. I mean, it's the BMW, but that was before the Africa Twin shot itself. So, do I want it, if an Africa Twin can do that? Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
Do I want
I get what you mean. But I mean, if you're only wanting it for, if we were going to Gibraltar, I wouldn't be saying get a Chinese bike. But if it's for what you're doing, running about in Scotland, and then using it for trails later on, when the Africa Twin's fixed, it might be a shout. I don't know that I'd trust it to go to Gibraltar, for example. But
that, you know, fancy one of these.
If the Africa Twin hadn't shat itself, I'd probably went for the Cove. I'd probably would have went for the Cove. But
no fancy one of these.
Nah, no. That falls under the same bracket. If my Honda Africa Twin can shit itself, I'm not going to trust that. Do you know what I mean? So, Strange Fruit Bikers asking whatever he's got against Tigers. I've not got anything against Tigers. I think I've had a shot at Scottish Biker Bods 800 XCX. Is that what it was?
XCX. Yeah.
XCX. It's a brilliant bike. It did everything my Africa Twin did. And it did everything my Africa Twin did. It's just not my cup of tea.
You think people have got something against a Tiger? Try riding a GS. Jesus Christ! Nobody speaks to you if you pull up at a cafe.
It's
the only people that want to speak to you are the other GS wankers.
I don't think I've been riding bikes for years, so I don't think it's with Tigers. It's nothing. It's nothing personal. I don't think it's no. It's just if you're a Honda rider, you're a Honda rider. If you're a Triumph rider, you're a Triumph rider. I think that's just about it. I think the Triumph Tigers are nice bikes, but they're just no my cup of tea.
Aye. See, German Jobbies is saying, like the GSs, they're all too big and heavy to take off road. So he's got the KTM 390 for off road. And the thing is, though, I've no interest in going off road because I've got no off road skills whatsoever. I haven't been off road since I used to run about the Bings in a Beamish Suzuki, and that was when I was young. So I've got no interest or skills in going off road. And people say, "Oh, you've got a GS or you've got a Tiger, and you never go off road." But they're massively comfy tourers as well, and they can carry shitloads of stuff.
I think the mistakes that people are making is they're buying. Some people buy Africa Twins because they just what the advert says you can do the Dakar Rally on it and stuff. I didn't buy the Africa Twin to go off road. Do you know what I mean? I bought it to do tours, but doing stuff that we did going to Budapest, whereas you come across a road that's gravel, and it's kind of the only way you can go, and it's got the capability to do it. So it's
wait a minute, I'll come through and see you.
It's just having a bike that's capable of doing it. I wouldn't buy an African Twin or a BMW just to take it off road.
No, you wouldn't. It's not the bike for it. That's where German Jobbies has got the right idea and get a small bike for taking it off.
He's bought a bike to take it off road.
Yeah, aye, and that's definitely the way to go. But I can't afford to take two bikes.
The thing is,
you should stop buying all that electronic stuff, and then you'd be able to afford another bike.
Maybe. Aye, no, so I've no interest in having multiple bikes because all I do is just what I do, and the GS does everything that I want it to.
Me and Scottish Biker seen it when we did that tour. There was a road get up through. I think it was the back end of Luxembourg. Me and him, he's on the XCX, I'm on the Africa Twin. Road's gravel, me and him up and over the road. We seen BMW riders stopping at the bottom of the road and turning round and going their way just because they didn't want to take their bikes up and over gravel.
Aye, because they don't want it to get dirty.
So it's just having a bike that's capable if you get to a road where it's happened again. I'm getting T-point-itis here. So we got to a village that had.
I tell that story.
They got all the road dug out. There was no road through the village. The only option was to either go through the village through gravel or turn around and find a road. Me and Scottish Biker just looked at each other and went, fuck it, let's go. 50-50 tyres on. We just went through all the gravel. It was up and down like a tart Snickers, and we were up and out the other side. The workers weren't too happy about it. but we done it.
The workers, like, it didn't sound that exciting, but it was the whole village, about a mile and a half. They dug the whole road up, and they dug it about, I don't know, about 12 inches. The tarmac, they took the tarmac off, and they were right down to the bedrock, and they were redoing the road, and they were still working while we were driving across it, and they were loading a truck with a JCB, and we went under the arm of the JCB to get out the village. They weren't too happy.
It's doing stuff like that on a tour, but you come across maybe a mile of gravel or a mile of dirt, and having the ability just to take it. I certainly wouldn't take. I wouldn't purposely just take it off road and use it as an off road bike. That's just I would do with German jobbies. German
jobbies talking about the tech. Scottish Stugs in town. German jobbies talking about the tech. I done a bit of the Dutch tech with the Triumph, with the Tiger 800 XCX, and I know exactly what he's talking about. If you drop it, it's a big bike to pick up again. And it's if you drop it on a road or in a wee bit of gravel or something, you'll be all right. You'll get it up. But if you're about 2 feet in the mud and you try to get a big bike like that up, then so I do agree with German Jobby. Do you know what I mean? If you're going to do real off-road stuff, then you need a bigger bike.
I'm not surprised that at 60-year-old that Gary can't get up anymore, but that's.
I'm glad you said that, Ron.
Hold on a minute.
I'm far enough away.
Hold on a minute. Bye.
Did you actually delete him? You've removed him. You're a dick. You actually kicked him out. You never just shut him off.
Put him back on.
You can't because you've actually booted him.
No, you can. I didn't ban him. Tell him to come back on.
Fucking dick. He's there. That wasn't me, that was him. He's a dick. I'm like that, you've actually removed them. You've not even just shut them off so you can see them.
I thought there was a kind of AI thing came up, and I thought, oh, he's sharing the screen again, and then I can't hear them. You can get your own back. You can get your own back in February. We're the same age again in February.
Oh, fuck's sake!
Sorry, Ron. I couldn't do that.
I'm not that. What you've done? You've actually kicked him out. I thought you would maybe just cut your screen off.
I should have just pressed the button remove, and it removes them for the screen and puts them in the green room. And I pressed the button and it removed them totally. I was like,
put me in the recycle bin.
Aye, so go back to that. That's why I've picked the Tenere, because the Tenere is it's no mega light, but it's trying to get the best just in case Martha to win isn't ready for doing a big tour again.
Plus you can nick the best bits off your mate's bike when you're going on tour.
That's exactly it. You'll come back to my pegs off it and everything, because he's got rally pegs on his. I've already thought about this one. Ready for it, He's got rally pegs, Acrobus stuff and all that on it. That will be coming off on my bike. He doesn't use the fucking anyway. I've already been looking at there's a company we've seen at ABR called Dirtsack. Right. It's a rackless system. So have you watched Mr. Riemann? He's got similar, but I think has a Krager, I think. It's the same idea. So you don't need a rack. You just basically strap it to the back of the bike.
Yeah.
So that will go all rackless. Definitely. But we'll see what happens. I can't really do anything till I'm back in the new year. All the bike shops are shut anyway, and Honda shut till then anyway, so we'll see what happens.
Well, it'd be good if there's a possibility that Honda are going to pay for it. Then
I'm
good
hoping
to hang
they are,
about
'cause
for that.
it's going to cost a fucking fortune.
Oh, it's not going to be cheap.
The only good thing is, if I do need to do it myself, the mechanic that I'm using, we've came to a sort of deal that I'm going to strip the bike, so I'm going to take all the panels and everything off it. Get to a point where the mechanic needs to take the engine out. He'll take the engine out, take that away. He'll strip it, rebuild it, and I'll get the frame sandblasted, powder coated, and the tank taken out and stuff. While he's doing that, then I'm going to rebuild it. So that's going to cut out some oars.
That's what we were talking about when we were on the phone the other day. You were always planning to strip it down and get it powder coated and things anyway.
Yeah.
So okay, it's it's a pain in the arse and it's happened, but it's maybe just going to help you in the long run. Oh, look at that! We've got reindeer.
Well, see, I'll still do the same thing because I'm going to ask for that master. If Honda are going to do it, the Honda master technician that diagnosed the problem, I'm going to ask him if they'll let him do it.
Aye, and then you can still do what you want to do.
Still do what I'm going to do, but
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens in the new year. I'll keep you all posted what's happening. But just be mindful if you know anybody with an NT 1100 or an Africa Twin 2022 plate, tell them if you hear a noise, get it to the garage.
Yeah.
So
That's the. I think that they've got you by the shop in Curly's if you've no kept it under warranty with getting the service done by the dealer and all that kind of stuff.
that's the thing that's where I've got them, because they think that I've not got all the services done by Honda. Every service has been done by Honda. Every service is stamped from the day I bought it all the way up to its 16,000 mile service.
It got stamped yesterday. The guy's got all
the next service is the 24,000 mile service, which is the next one, and it's not even done that yet.
You're early for that as well, aye.
Early for that.
Oh,
so
well,
I've
I
got
hope it works out for you.
Well, we'll see what I'm going to see. Otherwise, it would get after fucking somewhere else.
I've got a neighbour along the road selling a wee Chinese 125 if you're really stuck.
My boys get a BMX, I'd rather ride that. So we'll see what happens.
Let's hope you're lucky.
I'm hoping he's lucky as well, because but the thing is, you're stuck just now anyway, because you can't do anything until you get that answer, because there's no point in buying the Tenere or anything else.
No, I'm still buying the Tenere.
Oh, are you?
I'm going to buy it. I'm going to buy it.
More money than sense.
It's just that I don't have my own car. I don't pay for my own car. It's a company car, so I've got the money that would pay for a car to pay for a bike. So
yeah.
There you go.
And I can't do without a bike. I can't have a motor vlogging channel with a motorbike.
I don't know. I know a couple that can't ride, but they've got a motor vlogging channel.
I know a couple of people that can't ride and have got a bike. So I don't know that. So if there's anybody in the comments want to ask us a question, feel free. Ask us anything if you want.
So this is kind of, this is kind of one.
Four people are watching.
That's quite good. This
is
the first full one that I've been on.
German jobbies.
I don't know.
German jobbies asking, do we need names of who we've just mentioned? Don't, because I'll get myself into trouble, because I just don't care.
I know. There's somebody that fits in the top box. That's one of them anyway.
No. You're not leaving much to the imagination there,
You've got a wee gripe against him anyway, because he called you. What did he call you the other night? What was the last live stream he called you? I called you something.
He said something to Gary. I can't mind what it was though.
I can't remember.
He called you
Couldn't have been that bad.
You
No,
threatened to
no,
go
I
with
know. I know. Wait a wee minute. He looked like Philip Schofield.
I thought it's stupid, man.
That's what it was.
What I should have done is go Gary a Gordon the Golfer for his Christmas. You could have brought him up.
Bye.
Bye.
This is my live stream, man. I'll put you. Funny game.
What was that? Not me. Oh no, German job. German jobby. Well, you're exempt. I heard that you were riding the deck, so I think that exempts you from saying that you can't ride the bike.
Definitely.
Or you've only done 200 meters of the deck, but that's still you've still done as much as me. So.
Oh. Okay, now.
We definitely need to do that. We need to get a European motor floggers weekend or something.
Aye, well, that's what I was saying to you at the start. But, we could organise it maybe 2027, and then that hotel that I stayed at in Cali is probably a good meeting point for everybody.
He was on a bicycle. Sorry.
Aye, we could book that hotel at Cali and then just get everybody to meet there. Because that's kind of, it gets everybody free.
Where would you want to go? Would you want to go to Luxembourg?
No. Luxembourg can stick it right up the ring.
That's one village. That's one village in one hotel in one village in Luxembourg, and now he's everything
in the whole place. Aye.
I know. He went the first time when he's like, ah, fucking brilliant. Let's go back.
No, it's a good place. It would have to be put up for. If it was going to happen, we would need to get everybody to kind of put in an idea of where they want to go. Do you know what I mean? And then we can pick it from there, so everybody's getting what they want out of the trip, rather than going right, we're going to Luxembourg.
How long would it take you? Round about there, Germany, Luxembourg, how long would it take you to get? Would you be able to do that on a weekend?
I know you can. A long weekend.
I'm not asking Buster. I'm asking.
I can do it.
Aye. No, it would need to be a long weekend. So
I would say
Sunday, Monday. I would say.
As long as you could, if you could do for say Abington to Cali in one day. So if it's a long weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Then you would need to allow for Wednesday, basically, either side of it to be your travelling day to get from Abington to Cali and from Cali back.
Aye, and then another 6 days to recover. Paul's asking, so OMAOB is Old Man a Bandit. That's Paul. He's asking about the Honda dealer, Buster.
Aye, do I have a good relationship with a Honda dealer? No. I don't. Surely because I've had nothing but trouble with my Africa Twins since I bought it. So started off with the frame, all the paint's coming off the frame. I went back to them with it and I said to them, what's the connect with this? And they basically went, go and buy yourself Hammerite out of B&Q and paint it. The minute they said that to me, they just annoyed me. I got the impression of a Honda because I don't have my bike on finance, and I not got my finance, and I certainly didn't get my finance through them. I own the bike, so they weren't interested. They weren't interested because I'm not taking a payment plan off of them, and I've not paid for anything. I bought the bike outright. They're not interested.
So do you reckon if you had it in like PSP or something,
if I had it on
falling over themselves?
PCP, if I had even finance through them, they'd be falling over themselves to sort me out. But because I just went up, give me the bike, they basically no interest. Aye, so I've not got a good relationship with him.
So you still go to
where's
MCS,
the-
don't you?
Where's Omo Ab? Where's that? Because he said that the dealer's down there, so I take it that's England somewhere.
Well, it's I can't remember report. I think he's Lancaster direction.
Okay.
He'll come up in the comments. I'm sure it's Lancaster direction he's from. But
I've
he'll come up in the
heard
comments.
really bad stories about Honda aftercare service, and I've heard that coming from there's two Honda dealers in and around Glasgow, and I'm not going to be shy to tell them. Victor Devine's the main one, and their off branch of that is North Harbour. They're owned by the same people, so North Harbour are just a bunch of fucking idiots. They're just ask them questions, and it was asked. So we also kicked off with my Africa Twin, the dealer the garage that I've went to out with Honda. They phoned Honda up because they've got a relationship with Honda, and they basically told him over the phone that if you buy a new Honda now with a 6-year warranty, you need to have your bike in for something within the first 3 months, or you lose your 6-year warranty.
Mm.
So you imagine if you bought a bike, say start of November, brand new out the wrapper, you ride it to your house and you leave it in the garage all of November, all of December, all of January, and then the start of February, you take it out, you do your 600 miles, and you take it back to the garage, you've lost your 6-year warranty because you've no had it in the first 3 months you owning it. So I've heard a lot of bad stories about Honda and their aftercare service. Right, so what's going on in the back in the comments? I'm missing that after me moaning about my bike.
German Jobby said if he mid Scotland to Cali in one hit, he can do
Yes.
that in one day.
Aye, you can.
He said that just I'll put it up. An old guy might struggle. I asked him what was old, and he said anything north of 55.
Oh God!
And Omo Ab says it's Lancashire Blackburn.
Yeah, Blackburn.
Yeah.
Aye.
No, it depends on how hard you want to hit it. I mean, you can, if you're going to do it in one day and you definitely want to do the train, which is only 35 minutes, book a flexi, or book. Well, technically, you don't have to book a flexi. I found this. You don't have to book a flexi with a train with a motorbike. If you buy a ticket, as long as you arrive within that day, from 12 in the morning to 12 at night,
You're okay.
you can buy your ticket anytime and they'll let you on. You don't. It tells you on the website it's like 4 hours before or 4 hours after the meet offering you. I turned up, I think it was 6 hours before my actual booking, and they let me on. You just put your number in, they just say you want this early train, you click yes and you drive straight on the bike and you're over. I ended up in Cali, I think 4 hours before I was actually meant to.
Aye. How long did it take you to get down there?
First time I did it took me 7.5 hours.
Uh-huh.
And then on the way to, when we done the Budapest trip, it took me 9.5 hours because I went from East Ayrshire over to Berwick-upon-Tweed to the HQ, my army regiment, and then rode down.
Right.
So it was like an extra 3 hours added onto my journey. But from East Ayrshire to Folkestone direct is about 7.5 hours.
No.
You could probably do it. You could probably do it in 6.
I use Newcastle, High-Mountain to Newcastle, or the High-Mountain to Harwich, or I drive up. It depends on how I'm feeling. I like the big boat. You get when it's an hour and a half a year, and you're on the boat, and then you can get a beer or something to eat, and you get half the morning. You've only got 4 hours to drive up the road.
If there's a few of you doing it, the Big Bolton might be an option, because the ticket to get you the train fee Dover to Cali, I think, is 150 quid.
Right.
So it's 300 quid return. You probably get it maybe a wee bit less if it's a motorbike. That was what I paid for the car, but for the motorbike, you maybe talk about 100 quid less or something. I think it's 200 and it isn't even up in the app. I'm sure it's about 220 quid for the bike. So if there's a few years doing it, you could potentially then.
You can share a cabin. You can share a cabin.
Share a cabin, because that's what would cost you the most money.
I spend a fortune. I spend a fortune because I usually end up with a cabin on my own.
Newcastle, a cabin sleeps 4. You split whatever the cabin is and divide it by 4, and you've got that. So that could be an option if there's a load he's gone.
I'm just looking it up while we're talking to see. Imagine you say where you were going to go.
All right, Peaky, how's it going, mate? Hope you had a good one.
Me.
So Peaky's in.
There's no boat from the south to Holland anymore.
No, they're going to put it back on.
Right.
It's a return trip with a cabin for your bike from Newcastle to Amsterdam and back. It's 785 quid.
I see, that's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. I mean, it's a fair hike, but it's a fair sail. But even so, because I used to go across to Denmark. I would go Newcastle to Esbjerg, and it was really convenient, a really convenient ferry. But again, you're all night. You're a 12-hour sailing.
If you go, because the car that I've got is a hybrid, and it's got the same size of tank. It does the same mileage for the same amount of money as my bike. It's got a 300-mile range. So to get from East Ayrshire to Cali was basically 2 full tanks. So that's 80 quid in fuel just to get to Cali. Then you're 300 quid to get on the boat and your return. So all in to get to Cali would be 380 quid, which is a lot cheaper than getting that boat.
Aye.
It's
half the price, basically.
Is that one way or return?
Well, so you're paying for you'd be paying for your return for your train, but to get to Cali would only cost.
So it's 160 quid for the petrol.
Yes, plus
160 quid. For me to get fee.
460 quid return.
And he had a hotel in Cali. If you get off the boat at Amsterdam, it's an hour and a half to my house.
But if we're not going to your house, if we're doing a trip.
No, but that's the try to work out the difference if you were coming here to me, if it was cheaper for me to go to Cali and get the train. I think it's not that much cheaper. I'd still have to get a hotel on the other side. It's 4.5 hours from here to Cali.
So if you're only doing the journey one way, right? So you do it from my house to your house, and that's it. Yeah. So you're talking 80 quid for fuel, £150 for the train, and then probably another 80 quid for fuel. And that's me getting from my house directly to yours. And that's probably leaving half a tank, and I'll leaving half a tank, give or take half a tank.
Okay, we'll take a look and see what one-way ticket is then. Newcastle to IJmuiden. Motorbike. 1 passenger. Round about May somewhere, we'll say. Up, for about a week.
I used to think that the Guruk to Dunoon ferry at 25 quid for a bike was expensive, and that's only 30 minutes.
Because
in Newcastle to IJmuiden, one way is 500 quid. in May.
And then you've got the fuel to get to. You take it for Harwich.
That's for Newcastle with Iron
So Newcastle's a full tank. So that's 40, 50 quid for a full tank to get there. And then you've probably get the same again on the other side. So an extra 100 quid in tap for fuel.
Less time travelling.
And less time travelling. So
if you're like I said, that's just one person in a cabin.
Yeah.
The prices go down if you've got 2 or 3 or 4 in a cabin.
So that's why for me to do it myself on my own, it's cheaper for me to do it the way I do it.
Yeah.
Aye.
And that's what I said. If there's a few years gone, so
I'm
there's
not
4 years.
I'm not trying to talk anybody in. Do you know what I mean? I'm just trying to work it out. What's the best?
I said I have said that if you're doing it yourself, it's cheaper to do it riding the bike there. If there's 4 years gone, then you can all chip in for the cabin, which takes the price of the cabin down. And do you know what I mean?
So what Gary's really saying is that you could go directly pretty much to his house from Newcastle for, say, 600 quid, and then he'll only charge you 150 quid a night bed and breakfast.
I see, it's a fucking continental breakfast again, you know. If it was a fried breakfast, I'd maybe no bother, but it's a continental.
You didn't want anything here.
I know, but okay.
Stop.
It should. I think it's surely your preference of what you want to do.
For me, that boat for Newcastle, that boat for here in Newcastle is expensive. And the last couple of times I've come out, I've just went to Cali and ended up in one of the motels on the way up the road.
Because when I was speaking to, when we were doing that motovlogger weekend, they were talking about getting ferries to like Dunoon and all that. And I says, look, if I can ride my bike there, I'd rather ride it.
Yes.
And then it's started
you're
scared of ferries. I'm not scared of ferries. I've been on ferries to fucking Shetlands and all that.
It's not that. But I mean, if you consider the boat for Gourock to Dunoon, the alternative is Loch Lomond side, Reston, be thankful, down Loch. It's a cracking road.
Exactly.
So I'd rather take the road as well.
So that's why I don't like doing the big boat, especially myself, because one, I'm quite antisocial, and I didn't last time I went to Shetlands. I didn't sleep for the full 14 hours. So what I'm not afraid of, but what could potentially happen if I get that big boat is I've rode to Newcastle, jumped on the boat, and then no slept for 14 hours. And then come off the boat in Holland and potentially have an accident because I'm tired and trying to drive on the wrong side of the road.
I've just
you know what I mean? That's what I think. It's no.
I've just been on the DFDS site, and if you book 4 motorbikes and 4 people, it's one way for Newcastle to Imowden. It's 1,000 quid.
So 250 quid each.
250
quid each.
That's all right. That's
because
not bad.
Your German job is just being Scottish. Just being Scottish and antisocial. You're exactly right. It's your preference. It's your preference. I think I would be probably different on the big boat if I was way another 3 guys or something. Do you know what I mean? Especially if it's guys I got on with and all that, you could just sit and talk about fucking motorbikes all night. But when you're on yourself, on myself, I'd rather just do the rundown. Do you know what I mean?
I must say, the last time I came out, I went to Cali. I got the train and I just stopped about where they stopped, somewhere about Scotch Corner. I went for a kip. You get there about 8 o'clock at night, go to bed, go up in the morning, and it's one of the motels. Because it's just too far. I think it's just too far to do it in one go. 4.5 hours from here to Cali. And then an hour on the train.
I do drive for my job. Do you know what I mean? I drive out of Scotland and England and all that. So for me, it's slightly different. Gary doesn't drive as much anymore. So I just put tunes on the Ricardo, put it in cruise control and just sit on the motorway. It's the speed limit.
Aye, aye,
So it doesn't.
It's just cheaper if you throw your bike in a dinghy.
That's exactly where my bike's gone. If it fucking doesn't. I'll just take it. I will take it on the boat and I'll get dumped halfway across the U in the water. Fucking duck that off that boat.
It's Duncan, isn't it? German Jobby. Duncan, his name is.
Duncan, aye.
Yeah, are you Scottish as well, German Jobbies? Because I think so. Because we're allowed to say that about ourselves. If that was somebody else, I'd be pissed off.
Right, so that's us been on for an hour and 15 minutes. So we'll keep going if you want, or do you want to call it a day?
I'm bursting for a pee, but other than that,
I'm the world.
Well, do you want to jump for a pee? We'll talk amongst ourselves till you come back.
Okay.
Right, stick on removed now. Oh, fun and games.
Aye, and I added a couple of times the link in if anybody wants to jump in, but nobody's took us up on our invite.
A fellow miserable Scot. It's just our nature. I don't think we're miserable. I just think it's the way we come across.
I've put the link in if anybody wants to jump on for a half hour or anything. Just click on that link and you'll come into the stream.
Aye, so I think it sounds it Ron's up for it for no next year, but maybe 2027 and try to get like a big kind of run and getting all the European guys as well, like German Jobbies, get him into the run as well. A day,
why no next year if it's a long weekend? It's not a big trip.
I've got loads on. Well, we could do it next year. We could potentially date next year. We could potentially date next year. If there's enough people going to go, then I could probably date during summer holidays. Do you know what I mean?
Aye, because if it's only a long weekend, it's not like a full trip. You know what I mean?
I was just saying there, Ron. I was saying that originally like 2027 for doing this like a big meet-up in Europe, but Scottish Bikers saying maybe date next year if it's just a long weekend.
Aye. Well, I'm retired, so it's easy for me.
I know a lot of people out there have not got the same amount of holidays as me, but I'm sure everybody could get a long weekend organised if you do it at the right time of year with a bank holiday added to it. That's what I usually do.
I remember those days where you had limited holidays, you know.
No, some days are still not like that. You know what I mean? Some days are still like that.
I've got 40 days, Ron. 40.
Really? Bloody hell.
40 days.
Jammy bastard. Jammy fucker. We could do that then. We can think about organising it for next year then if it's a long weekend. We'll start.
What's strange fruit biker try to hide? I didn't get that. Did I miss something? I tried to hide it, but it doesn't work.
He's saying some of us are more miserable than others. You see, strange fruits in Aberdonian, they've got previous, haven't they?
And Jimmy Job is saying 30 days plus 2-3 weeks sick. Come down. That's I don't take sick days, but I think they could be coming on next year, especially for a long weekend. We could do that. We could put up on the next live stream. The email's already up, so if you get any ideas, if you're interested in doing a long weekend in Europe, drop us one as an email, which the email address is up there, and gives an idea of where you just want to go.
I'll put a poll up on my YouTube channel.
Aye, and we can, because there's no point. I don't think there's any point in us saying I will do Luxembourg. So if we give everybody like where do you want to do it? Do you want to do Luxembourg? Do you want to do Germany? Do you want to do the Eiffel? Do you want to do the Ardennes? Do you know what I mean? And just remember going from Cali to wherever we're going is part of the route as well.
Aye.
So that would be the Friday driving to where we're going, or riding where we're going, and then you'd have Saturday, Sunday, round about that area, and then Monday we'd be travelling back to Cali, then Cali home. So,
see, I think some of the other guys as well, you know, some of the FAF guys that I was away with, they're doing the South England already, so they might be into it as well.
Yeah.
Kimmy to go had mentioned something about he wanted to do a bit more trips in Britain first before he did Europe. So I don't know if he's ever done Europe before.
Aye, well I mean Joe is, but I mean, you know,
I'm going to fucking come after you. I'm coming earlier. I'm coming earlier in February. I'm going to look for you. I'm going to fold you up. I'm going to put you in your fucking top box.
Oh, you've upset him now, Peaky. You've upset him.
Come on the live stream so you can fucking say it to my face, you fucking wanker.
Aye, so I don't know if Kimmy to go had ever been to Europe before. I don't know.
I don't know. Joe's he was a wee bit. He was on the tour because I think most of the riding he did was like motorways and stuff round about London, kind of close to where he lived. He wasn't keen to, when I had said that they're coming up in May, if he fancied doing some forest roads, and he wasn't for that at all, and he wasn't keen. I think he decided not to do one of the passes when we were down at Lake District as well. He's got an NT and it has got blown over in the wind, and it cost him £3,000 for plastics to put it back together again. So I think he's a wee bit concerned about dropping it more than anything else. But
because that's the other thing. If we plan a big weekend in Europe with loads of people, is we need to find out what everybody's riding capabilities are, and if they want to do a wee bit off road. Because being Scottish biker, we just kind of just aim the bike and go. So it's sometimes it works out that we've got some off-road stuff and all that. So we need to do that with the pole as well. If it's going to, once we find out where we're going and what kind of roads we want to do as well.
Yeah. That's why Luxembourg's nice, because we only went off-road because I put that on in Navi, but you don't have to go off-road on Luxembourg.
So
if there's enough of us there, do you know what I mean? If we get to a point where there is kind of off-road trails or whatever, we can make decisions and split the group up and say, right, well, I'll take some of them off-road, and then everybody who wants to do a wee bit of gravel can go with me, and somebody whoever, like you're on, or even Scottish Biking Abroad or whatever, can then go, right, I'll take the ones that don't want to, we'll meet up at this point. We can do that if it comes to it. So, done in the off-road, neither has the wife, as falls off the she did too. I saw that video around about there was an old castle they were at, and it was gravel and his wife fell off. She was all right, and I don't think there was any damage.
I don't say anything about that. I went to Luxembourg and I saw a nice church, and I thought I'll stop there and I'll get a nice photo of my bike in front of the church, and it was a big gravel driveway, and I only just had the bike was only a week old, and I stopped, put the kickstand down, stepped off the bike, and the kickstand moved with the gravel, and the bike just went over, and I was sitting there in the middle of Luxembourg, and there was an old guy about 80. He came out and tried to help me pick the bike up.
That happens.
I don't had the bike a week, and I broke the indicator and scratched the mirror and all that kind of stuff. So
that's why when he bought his new bike, his new Triumph Tiger GT Pro, I said, "Did you get some free indicators with it? Did they give you a bag of indicators with your bike?"
I dropped years ago. I dropped my bike in the bloody middle of Maryhill Road. No idea what I did, but you would have heard.
I had my bike a week.
Dogs abuse I got for it.
A week, and I went out Mulgai to meet my mate, and I stupidly went up a road that was a slight hill, adverse camber, and my bike went there, and I broke the plastic, so-called handguard. And in the first service, I sent it in and bought a brand new handguard. Went put that on. 2 days later, back busters on it, just in case. Honestly, I had the bike a week and I dropped on adverse camber. It was fucking...
Yep, I've already dropped the GT Pro, so the video's on YouTube. I've already had it on its side in the sand. So I think once you've done it, then you're no frightened anymore.
Aye, that's it. My bike fell over the winter. There's a picture of it on my YouTube. I woke up, I know YouTube, Facebook. I woke up I think it was the 23rd of December 2 years ago, and then the bike's lying on its side outside the house, and that's how it's get the dent on the tank. It missed, honestly. There was I cleared all the bricks for the garden. It was on the path, and I cleared all the bricks but one brick, and it found that one brick. Big massive dent on the tank. So that's why with the bike I was going to strip it and get the dent pulled out and stuff. So crazy. I will stick that poll up on Scottish Biker Abroad's YouTube and Facebook or whatever, and we'll see if anybody's up for it. Up for being a long weekend next year.
That's an hour and a half, and we've only got 2 people watching, so I suggest that we call it a
Draw
day.
close.
We close in. Right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share.
Trying to mention all the people that commented. That's usually a good idea, isn't it?
Yep.
Aye, we'll start for the start. So, Strange Fruit Biker 20. We've got Old Mob. Is that how you see his name?
Old Man the Bandit.
Old Man the Bandit.
German Jobbies.
German Jobbies.
Steve the Dorset Rider.
Steve the Dorset Rider. Who else? Said
Peaky.
Peaky, thanks very much for watching, mate. We'll make sure you fit your top box at the ABR.
Yeah.
Who else?
Very strange bikers.
Very strange bikers.
Thanks for watching. And obviously you can watch this after the live, and if he's not watching it after the live, if he's want to come on a live stream, it's the last Friday every month at 7 o'clock GMT time, 8 o'clock Europe time. That's 7 o'clock at night, not 7 o'clock in the morning like I posted this morning. So if you want to come on, drop Ron, me, or Scottish Biker Abroad an email, which is emailed down below, and we'll get you on. As we said before, you don't have to be a motor vlogger. Just if you're interested in bikes, any tips, hints, ideas for routes, come on, let us know your story, and it'll be brought to your fees. Alrighty. So we'll go and see you in the new year. Have a great one. Catch you later.
Have a good New Year, guys.
See you later.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.